welcome back to Marta from Sparta. It's early September, we have gorgeous weather, but we're preparing for the coldest days. And today I'm gonna challenge myself and I am planning to make my first quilt jacket. And I will be using exactly same pattern I used for the Amazon Hermes dupe blazer. I never made a quilt before and I watched few YouTube videos, so it will be pretty challenging. And I'm gonna unpack in a minute. And I think that I'm gonna size up, like a way size up again, because I want to wear this quilted jacket with a bulky sweaters. And I saw some fun pattern, fun design, I believe either Anthropology or Free People, one of my favorites. This is Aurora pattern, which I will be using for my quilted jacket. And I purchased some fun leopard fabric. I don't know, I have to look up where, I think it was Amazon. And I also want to make this jacket double-sided. So the other side of the jacket will have pink and turquoise, kind of more fun looking side. I'm not sure how you can make quilt on the both sides yet, so I'm gonna have to think of that and watch more YouTube videos. But for now, I think I have everything I need to get started, and I think I'm gonna size up even more from large to extra also large. Because I want to roll the sleeves like in case of my sweater, I'm gonna be adding 3 to 5 inches to the length of original sewing pattern which I have, because the other ones, if you guys remember, they fit perfectly. So I need to add length in order to actually do fold on that. And I also want the back of the jacket to be slightly rounded, so I'm gonna try to create my own design on top of everything which I'm dealing with. And what else I was planning to do? Oh, and I'm definitely adding a pocket this time, so no question asked, I need a pocket. So I also print out some design of simple pockets. And yeah, I have a lot of cutting to do, so let's get to it. I'll show you guys my inspiration photo here, and let's get started. Let's get unpacking. While I made few changes, we're still doing Aurora jacket, but I watched a little bit more videos because, as I said, quilting is not something which I ever did before. That would be my first time. So first of all, I'm swapping this print, and instead of leopards, I'm gonna use pink with this kind of like a golden signs and gratitude, handmade, memory, laugh, and so and so. And the other thing, I'm gonna do hand stitching and quilting, which I'm actually in deciding if I want to do flowers, for example, on gratitude sides, or I'm gonna do kind of like waves. So that's another decision which I have to make. So I cut out everything except of pockets. And please remember that you're gonna have to cut the same design 3 times. Unless you want to do different quilting on each side, then you're gonna have to cut it 4 times, because 2 different colors of fabric, and you're gonna have to cut your fleece also twice if you're doing 2 different patterns for your quilting. When I was actually cutting, I have decided that I will go with this wave design, and I'm gonna do it on both sides, same design. So I'm gonna be quilting same exact design on both sides, which means I need only one lining, because I'm gonna pin them all together and just run with my sewing machine. I have another quilting project coming up for the vest, so I think for that one I'm gonna use either flowers or hearts and do hand quilting, but that's coming in a near future, but not this time. And also during this cutting process, I forgot to cut my sleeves 3 inches longer, because I told you that I want to flip them. And actually that was good accident happened, because I was thinking that if I will do that, I will be forced to actually keep flipping my sleeves, and I might necessarily always want that, and if my sleeves will be too long, I'm gonna be forced to keep flipping them. So I accidentally actually, I forgot to do that, and then when I gave it a thought, I said, yeah, well, I'm not always might want to have pink on animal print side and vice versa. So that was actually happy accident. And now I have everything cut out, and I want to design my own pockets. So I will probably just grab a piece of US size letter paper, and I will just see how big pockets I want to make. And as far as pockets go, I noticed that some people, they do straight cut, some people do in angle. I think I'm gonna go in angle, because the jacket should actually serve me as additional layer when it's chilly, and I want to comfortably put my pockets in. So instead of, like putting my pockets this way, I want them slightly in angle, so it seems and feels actually more comfortable. And I want to have my pockets attached on top of my fabric. I don't want this hidden pockets like in my shorts, because I want them to be like a part of this fun design. And pockets also maybe will be quilted. I'm not sure about that yet, because I keep changing my mind about that. So I think the next step for me right now would be actually pin everything together very nicely and trace the waves on both of my pattern, both of my sides, or at least one side, the one which is more visible. And I'm gonna run it with a sewing machine and quilt everything together. Also, I have to make my own bias tape, and because one side is pink and one side is leopard print, I'm kind of like on the fence, what color should I do? And I'm gonna give it a thought also when I'm sewing. And as you see, this fabric has like gold letters with some fun wording: gratitude, fun, dream, love, and so on. So I was actually thinking, like, should I just do black bias tape? But I don't think like I gonna like black on the thing. I'm not sure. I definitely will like black on this one. Or maybe I should actually pick up from this tiny detail and use the gold bias tape, which I already have, but on the other side, and gold gonna match both sides. I'm just not sure if, I don't know, I'm not being extra with that. But I will think about it when I'm doing quilting. And I also have black bias tape, and I will just sleep on it and see, because this is finished banding both sides together. They look, oops, they look just like that. So each individual pieces has two sides, and I'm gonna do bias tape only on the leopard or animal print side of my blazer, and this side also will have a pocket, when the pink side will be just like a plain pink with all this pattern and no pockets. But also, before I'm gonna sew them together, I'm gonna be drawing the shape of this basting tape I have, and I'm gonna quilt it, because for now it's super plain, and I'm planning to do this design, use the sewing chalk, and then sew it. So I traced my basting tape using the chalk on every single piece. Now I'm just gonna run it through my sewing machine. The only tip which I have for you, if you notice, if you care, remember to have this design cohesive. So if you're running it this way, remember the sleeve's gonna run this way and your back gonna run this way. Same thing vertically. If you're running that vertically, remember that every piece will have to be kind of same, and they have to be cohesive. So I just started the process of quilting, and it didn't went well good in the beginning, because the whole fabric got kind of like scrunched up. And I realized that when I did some research, and I told you guys that this is my first quilting, that I need a special foot. So I bought like walking foot, which actually walks very gently on the fabric and doesn't make all this layer kind of like a scrunched up. So I'm still getting used to it. It's not perfect, but also like it's my first time, so I'm not expecting to be perfect, but it's much easier. The other feedback about it is it's working really slow, so it's gonna take me at least twice more time that I think it would originally. I finished quilting all pieces. That's how the both sides look like, and I have to say that the walking foot is a game changer. It took me quite a while, so I can only imagine how much time it takes like making this huge beautiful quilt, which actually the next jacket going to be like real quilt made out of this squares, which I still didn't figure out how to make yet. But so far I am very happy, and as I mentioned, I'm planning to sew it pink side to pink side because I want to attach bias tape only on animal print side of the jacket. And this animal print quilted jackets like everywhere. Anthropology, Free People, and many stores. Amazon, you can see them. So the first pieces which I'm gonna connect together, it will be my fronts and the back, and I'm doing pink side to pink. So I will have kind of like a wrong side out because that's where I want to put a bias tape. So and I also managed to do longer back as I wanted to. Now I kind of regret that I didn't do round the whole front instead of just corners, but what's done is done. And then I'm gonna apply bias tape. Fronts and part of the sleeves are attached. It looks like that at this moment. I also attach a bias tape around the neck already because that's how I'm gonna go with covering all the seams. And now I'm gonna cut the excess of over here on the sleeve of the stitches, attach the bias tape and close my sleeves and the jacket and keep going with the bias. I am currently working on animal print quilted jacket. You can see this type of jackets all over the place, and I will show you a few images right in here. And I ran out of bias tape, which is coming today on Amazon. So my project is on pause, but in the meantime I'm gonna finish my packets. And I want jacket to be double-sided, so currently that's the situation, and I cannot go any further because with every step I put a tape around the edges, because one side will have a like this detail tape, and the pink side it will be reversible jacket, will be just pink without the pockets. So I'm very excited. It's my first quilt. In meantime, when waiting for Amazon to deliver the tape, I'm actually kind of doing a lot of thinking what kind of closure I want to have. And majority of this jacket has this nice ties, which I really like as a solution, especially this is reversible jacket. I am just not really sure what I would like to use it, so it's gonna match nicely my pink side, which has like a golden quotes on it. I don't know if you can guys actually see it. It has a lot of fun golden quotes on it, and actually I found as a one print on the pink fabric, it says handmade, which I'm actually gonna use on my jacket as a detail. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it on the pocket or in the back yet. I'm playing with it, but now before I'm gonna close my sleeve, I will actually put bias tape around the edge of my shoulder. So my plan is to put a bias tape around this edge, and then I will close up my sleeve all the way to the bottom of my jacket. And the next step would be to put a bias tape on the edge of the whole sleeve as a one piece all the way down. So my bias tape was delayed. I was waiting like a week for it. It's supposed to arrive next day. It's finally here, so I'm working on it. Pockets are ready, so I will probably attach them at the end. And I'm actually kind of thinking like if I want the pockets on the pink side, but that's to the side. I finished applying bias tapes on top of my sleeves, on the shoulder part of my sleeves. It took me at least 3 hours because of a lot of distractions. It's beautiful October day, But also, oh boy, I didn't realize how hard it is to actually apply bias tape on something which is super thick. And I think the issue might be it's not wide enough, but also I am not I am beginner in sewing, so I had to watch few YouTube videos how to actually nicely be able to do it. So the shoulders, and now I'm gonna be able to finally close it and apply more tape. And probably when I finish this jacket, I'm gonna be pro in applying bias tape. Okay, blazer is completely closed right now. So the only thing I have to do is attach ties, pockets, and obviously more tape in the bottom. And I wanted the fronts to have a wider tape, so I'm assuming that I probably will have to attach ties first and then tape. I don't know how I'm gonna execute that yet actually, but yeah, I wanted the fronts to have a little bit wider tape over here, and then I'm gonna attach pockets, and then I'm gonna finish the back of the jacket. And I'm gonna be honest with you, more tape to come, and I am just like losing it. I hate it. I just don't like working with this tape so much. As I am applying tape to another area, sleeve and the body part, which I just closed, these are my sewing thoughts and a note to myself. I think the biggest challenge for me as new to sewing, I have a very hard time to apply very neatly this tape on the surfaces where are like super thick, like a lot of layers. So I struggle with that. I have to practice, I have to watch more videos how to actually accomplish like beautiful finish when I have to cover like very thick area. I don't have issues with doing something which is thinner. I noticed that my bigger issue are multi-layer. So it's a beautiful October day and there is a lot of distractions. For example, like this one. So sweet. So sweet. Or this one. So cute. Or that one. So beautiful. I just really want to be done with this project and go and play and enjoy the weather. I am, majority of the time, I really enjoy my project. But this time, I think I picked something which is really challenging. And I'm struggling, and I ripped this tape so many times. I redid it because I really wanted to look perfect. And I'm just over it. I really want to be done with it this time. And this project is really hard. But I will finish it because I always finish everything. So let's go and let's keep going. Okay, I have to say that I picked pretty challenging project for myself, making this quilting jacket with a lot of bias tape on it. And I am so sick of this tape already. I needed to make more tape for my ties. So this one, it's going to serve me as a ties in front of my jacket. So I'm gonna apply it as I am putting bias tape on top of it to have this ties, and hopefully at this time I'm gonna be done with the bias tape because it's beautiful weather. This tape is so laser is finally completed. Just few details left. I have to attach the pockets on both sides, and basically that's it. I went through all this horrible time of attaching this finish tape all over it. I'm not sure if I want to have this experience again. I love the look, but I hate actually experience in doing this. Another little mistake which I made, or big mistake, is that I didn't attach the packets before I connected pieces. And I think this fabric, it's like very soft, kind of velvety, but it's also stretchy. So I was concerned that if I'm gonna attach the package, I'm gonna actually stretch the fabric. But again, I am very new to sewing. Maybe not very new, but I was doing it when I was a child. So now I have to stitch all the packets by hand in order to not see the stitches on the other side. Or I can actually align these packets with the front packets and just stitch with a one stitch evenly, because they are exactly same shape and size. So I'm gonna play with it and see what's gonna happen. But overall, blazer is also double-sided. I decided not to do a bias tape on the pink side of the blazer. I thought I want like a more just like a simple quilted look. So the pink side of the blazer will be looking like this, and the tape is only on the outside edges. And I also decided to do the back of it a little bit longer and round for, you know, more coverage during the cold days. So I need to attach the packets also on this side, and the sleeves has brown finish, and obviously the tie is gonna work. I'm not sure if you guys saw it or you're gonna see it later on the video. It has this beautiful gold details, and there is some quotes, I mean not the quotes, but really like the words joy, love, handmade, memory, beauty. And but this side I'm gonna keep it on the simple side, but I think the main side I'm going to be using, it will be animal print side, since the animal prints are back and they're not going anywhere. So this is the main side of the jacket which I'm going to be using, and I really love that I'm gonna have some nice pink and pop of color picking out if I'm gonna keep my blazer open. And yeah, basically that's it. After a week and a half of working on this quilted animal print blazer, I finally finished. Yesterday I had to redo the packets because I totally messed them up. So I have to sew set of brand new packets, which everything is finally done. And I have to admit that this time I am very happy that the project is completed. As I predicted, it was challenge, but I learned a lot, so I think another quilt will be better. I also learned a lot how to apply tape and stuff, so it was long journey, but I am very happy with the results, and blazer looks amazing. It's double-sided with beautiful pink lining, and I'm gonna try it on to show you how it looks. Originally, I was planning to do the pockets since it's reversible double-sided jacket on both sides, but I changed my mind because it was too much bulk over here. So I thought like, well, if I have pockets on the side which I'm gonna mainly use it, I don't need the pockets on the other side. So this side has nice deep pockets, and the other side I just decided leave it without the pockets. If I need the pockets or if I need to put my cell phone in, the pockets will be always on the inside if I'm gonna wear the pink side out, so I can always have something so to put it my cell phone in or chapstick or anything. So this side stayed plain. This is probably not the best outfit to wear it with, but this is pretty heavy bulky sweater with puff sleeves. And as I told you, I size up this jacket significantly so I can wear it with a bulk sweaters. So this is actually pretty good test to see if how it's gonna fit. I did try it on obviously before, but as you see, this is bulky sweater. I still have a lot of room, and in a minute I'm gonna go and change, but this is a great test just to show you that if you're planning to wear it for the cold season, size it up so it's actually gonna go over your bulky sweaters. So let me show you one of the outfits which I'm planning to wear with it as example. Okay, so this is probably one of the looks which I'm planning to wear this blazer with, and I really like kind of like a casual vibe. So depends where I go, obviously, depends what I do and of the temperature, but generally I actually really like this look, and I really love the pink, like picking out. I think it's super cute and gives something extra, and the back is a little bit longer. So that would be one of the looks which I would probably wear with this blazer. The animal prints are so on and popular right now, so sky is the limit. And there is another idea which I want to add to the color, which I'm gonna tell. And that would be my quick running errand outfit. Again, wearing the same side, but I can also switch to pink if I want some pop of color. The only thing which I am thinking of, which I'm seeing right now, I'm just gonna probably shorter the laces. I don't need them to be this long, and when I am actually trying on with different outfits, I can see and work on logistics, but I don't think that I need them that super long. And this outfit, this sweatsuit which I am wearing, is very, very thick, so that's the reason why I size up this jacket so much, so I can wear it with very bulky sweaters and as a additional layer at winter. Okay, and final thoughts about this project. Was it worth it? Yes, I learned a lot doing my first quilted jacket. It was a lot of work, that's true. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use of this jacket. It's super soft on the side, it's padded, it has 3 layers, it's gonna be awesome. Kind of like a fall, early winter, depends from the weather, additional layer. I can wear it super casual, I can dress it up, I can dress it down, I can wear it with my sweatpants if I want to, just run quick errands, big pockets which are very useful. The only thing which I'm planning to do is shorten those laces at least halfway. I just noticed that I really don't need them to be that long. And that's it.
And hey, if you have expensive taste like me and you want to keep your bank account happy as well, this is the right place for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.